John? Is that you?
Yeah.
Hey, you should announce yourself. It makes me nervous. Where'd you go?
Out.
Maybe you need to think a little less about disrespecting me and a little more about getting Michael Corinthos under control.
I'll handle the Michael situation, like I've said.
You make me miss Claudia, you really do.
Don't start.
Your sister was a treacherous bitch, but at least she had a spine.
You look tired, baby.
Just a long, strange day yesterday.
Yeah, I'll bet. Flying all the way to Texas to look for Brenda's child turns out to be a completely different kid from the one you're looking for.
At least Lucian's back with his family.
I'm sorry, but what kind of freaking family loans out the child?
Friends of Suzanne's. She told them it would help keep her grandson safe.
And what about Brenda's real kid?
Alec. He's with Sonny and Brenda now. It's got to be confusing for that kid because he doesn't even know who the hell either of them are. That pisses me off, all the lying and maneuvering going on, and no one even thinks about how it affects his kid.
Okay, I guess I had that coming.
I wasn't talking about you.
Really? Despite the fact that I spent your whole life lying to you about who your father was?
I meant me. I meant the lies I told by saying that I was Alec's father. I mean, what would I have done if one day this kid showed up at my door and called me Dad?
You would have handled it beautifully is what you would have done.
No, you handled it beautifully. I look at the mess this kid's life is, and I think about how I grew up. And I don't say thank you enough to you, Ma. So, thank you. All right.
One more water about Claudia. Go ahead. See where that gets you.
A sign of life. This can only bode well.
I'm gonna handle the Michael thing the way I want. You got that? You've already made things too convoluted and attracted too much attention
I'm
where we
just
can't
trying
afford
to help you.
it. You're trying to take over and it ain't gonna happen, so just go tend to your roses, huh?
There is only so much disrespect I'm willing to tolerate.
Disrespect? What disrespect, huh? This is my house. We're gonna do things my way.
You wouldn't have this place. You wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for me.
You groomed me to run things. That's exactly what I'm doing, so you're gonna let me run them the way I want.
My own son. Listen, my disrespectful child. If you don't get a lot more aggressive with Michael, he will never come over to our side. Ooh. Maybe it's the lovely Lisa. My day just got better.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Zakara, just the man I wanted to see.
Who is this?
Forgive my father, he gets a little confused, especially in the mornings.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make sure that he's complying with the terms of his release.
Roses? Did somebody say roses?
You can drop the crazy old man routine.
Maybe I'm old and maybe I'm crazy, but I never got drunk and then got behind the wheel and killed my son.
Hey, listen to me. One more word, I'll drag you back to prison myself.
Flying blind, it's alright, 'cause I've got you right by. Flying blind, but it's alright, I've got you right. I can explain.
No, don't. Stop. That was really beautiful.
I didn't break in, I swear.
I think that's the super heard you playing out in the hallway and you somehow managed to charm your way in here or something like that.
Something like that.
You're really early, Doc. I was gonna change it to something nice.
No,
or
no,
something.
just no, don't. You look beautiful. Here, let me get these groceries.
Oh, no. I'll be able to deal with the groceries. I want to hear that song again. From the top.
Well, actually, I wrote it for you.
You rock and roll guys always say that.
Doesn't mean it isn't true. Standing there across the room, I can barely breathe anymore. Is it really obvious? I've never felt like this before. You're holding out your hand, telling me to love you. There's voices in my head telling me no, but I want to. So I will. Maybe I am crazy, I don't care. 'Cause when I'm with you, I have no fear. You've got what it takes to take my breath away. Stay with me forever and a day.
My father will be happy to come down to the PCPD and answer.
Why did you let him in? Why can the police attack me in my own home?
Nobody attacked you.
Not to interfere, but should somebody else be handling this case?
Johnny, if he arrests me, will I get the same special treatment his father got?
Nobody's going to arrest you.
Oh, nobody arrested your father either. He's still out there, drunk and free as a bird, but your son is 6 feet under.
Here, you gonna shut him up or am I?
You should take a lesson from him. It would be wonderful to have a son like you, so kind, so forgiving, a drunkard's dream.
You really want to do this?
Too bad for the kid, though. I'm sure it happened quick. He probably never... All right, all right.
I apologize on my father's behalf.
If he keeps talking that way, I'm gonna snap his neck.
Hey, if you're this close to the edge, maybe you shouldn't be working, huh? I'm gonna let this one go, but next time you need to talk to us, contact our lawyer. Let's go.
That's the way.
The guy just lost his kid.
I didn't make him go back to work. I didn't invite him over to attack me for no reason in the privacy of my own home.
You provoked him.
It didn't take much. And now we have leverage over a police detective. You see the way it works, Johnny boy? It's all about knowing what buttons to push.
Jackson.
So I was in this tiny little joint in somewhere in Texas. I mean, Texas
Somewhere
is
in
like
Texas.
its own country. And it was packed. And we were basically this rock band trying to make a little money,
Right.
you know, to get to Dallas. So we took a gig. And nobody told us about the two-step. And people wanted to do the two-step, and you can't do the two-step without a fiddle.
Uh-oh.
So they start throwing beer bottles. Thank God for the chicken
You
wire.
guys had to play the whole gig
You-
behind the chicken wire?
I'm just glad I remembered the two Western swing songs that I had. I don't know where I remembered those from, but I started playing, and the band started following, and people started dancing. And before we knew it, we were playing every song we ever knew in a Western swing style. And I yelled out, "Yeehaw!" or "Cat Night Joe!" a couple times, you know, until the end of the set, and then we ran like hell to the van.
I would have liked to see that.
Anyway, that's my music story. What about you?
Me? Oh, boy, well, back in the day, me and my girlfriends, a bunch of stupid kids, we would all go into Manhattan, you know, try to sneak into the clubs. You know, fake IDs, faces full of makeup, skirts up to here. I mean, I tell you, we had angels riding with us on that D train because we never got in any trouble. And it was cute back then, too. But I will tell you what, no matter how dark or crowded or loud that nightclub was, I always had a weakness for the guitar player.
That's why I started playing in the first place. Guitar players always get the girl.
Oh, they do. They do.
Except when you're in Texas behind chicken wire.
Which brings me to another rather important consideration. You aren't some one-night stand guitar player, are you?
Wouldn't be here if I was.
Hey, Johnny, open up. Come on.
What the hell's going on?
Is Lisa here?
No. Why? What's going on?
Lisa's trying to get Christina addicted to hydrocodone.
Lisa?
I think Lisa would give Christina pain pills.
Who told you she did?
Christina. Lisa claimed they were herbal supplements. Christina's been taking them for a couple weeks now.
I have seen Lisa talk to Christina a few times.
What, that didn't send up a red flag to you? Lisa is stopped by the Drakes while Christina is babysitting. She has access to their house.
That's a little twisted.
Christina shouldn't have to deal with your psychotic girlfriend. So I'm just warning you, if you don't take care of this, I will.